Our day gets started in downtown Havana, an ever-changing capital which is still under the shadow of the revolution. The seat of government, long criticized for being oppressive, has built these along La Rampa, busy area in Havana. They're Wi-Fi access points, and you'll find them surrounded by Cubans, typically young ones who cannot get enough. To get connected, they buy cards from the state-owned telecommunications company. This card is worth $2 and you get an hour worth of internet. The problem is, a lot of these folks here in line, especially the young ones, they say it's way too expensive. We found Enrique Santavalla, who uses the card to talk to his mother, who's in Nicaragua. She's on a mission. And talk about a mission. It takes about half an hour cab ride for him to get to this spot. ¿Qué hace usted?
No, trabajo. Soy guía de turismo.
He works as a tour guide, he says, making about $15 a month. The internet cards are a luxury, to say the least. But no matter where we went in Cuba, the obsession was obvious. In every province, typically at the town's central square, we found mostly young people sitting on benches, heads down, focused on screens, no matter the device.
Por lo menos yo que quiero saber de mi mamá tengo que hacerlo.
It's a must for someone like Mayreline Noble, who's constantly trying to stay informed about her mother and stepfather. She showed us some pictures on Facebook. She's able to buy internet cards because of some financial help from her mother. Once a month is all Romel Martinez can afford. A big sacrifice, he says. They only hope access gets better. And that's what this group of Americans want as well.
It's been a great opportunity to see the culture and everything else that it has to offer.
All young and optimistic about a communist country some never thought they'd be able to visit. We met them while we were trying to hail a cab. All visiting the island, they say, because of the changes in travel announced by President Obama earlier this year. Havana is where we first saw it. But what you cannot see is another addiction. It involves technology as well. It's about access. And in order to tell you about it, we couldn't show you his face because it's illegal. He distributes, he says, doesn't produce, and will not tell us how he gets it.
Yo lo compro y lo comercializo como la mitad de los cubanos. 1000 gente se dedica a esto.
I buy it, resell it, he says, and like me, there are thousands who live off of this. We were there as he was downloading files, copying them in yet another thumb drive.
Es lo que se exhibió la semana pasada que nosotros lo recibimos esta semana.
It's content that aired last week, he says. Part of what Cubans call el paquete, the package, an underground business that has been around a while, in which Cubans somehow access and download hours of television content from abroad. And then they sell it. It thrives here because there's a need. Cubans only have access to several state-owned, state-run TV stations. But El Paquete gives Cubans access to entertainment from all around the world. There's a little bit of everything. Here is the new Jurassic Park movie.
Series, novelas y documentales.
Whether it's movies, documentaries, or novelas, Cubans crave the latest episodes or series. They ask for Spanish news magazine programs like Primer Impacto or Al Rojo Vivo.
Yo te doy 8 gigas de material de lo que tú quieres y te cobro un presupuesto por esto.
He tells us how it works. The customer brings a thumb drive. The price depends on how much memory the thumb drive has. 8 gigs, he charges 10 Cuban pesos or 50 cents. The more memory in the thumb drive, the more content you get. This man has been doing this for 3 years. Like most Cubans, this is a side job. He's making about $32 US a month. He spends $2 buying the package.
Me da la posibilidad de 2 libras de arroz de aceite, se me ayuda a comer por lo menos.
That extra cash allows him to buy 2 pounds of rice and cooking oil, and that helps. But before you start making money, you have to spend money. You have to come up with the cash to buy a computer and external hard drives, which are not cheap. It's not easy, they say, but they figure it out. They make money and keep Cubans entertained. But others use their time in different endeavors. Marta Roque has been fighting for a free Cuba.
Nos dicen mercenarios, terroristas, todo lo que nos quieran decir.
In Cuba, they call her a mercenary, a terrorist, but the outside world knows Marta as a longtime dissident.
Nosotros no tenemos derechos civiles.
We don't have civil rights, says the college professor and economist by trade, who was jailed in 2003 with 74 other men in what they call the Black Spring.
Bueno, esto es una dictadura, un régimen totalitario. Aquí no te dicen nada, aquí te dicen está detenido, está detenido.
This is a dictatorship, a totalitarian regime, she says, where they don't tell you why you're arrested.
A mí me han dado golpes numerosas veces. Me han fracturado los brazos.
They beat me multiple times, one time fracturing my arms.
La gente en Cuba no tiene tiempo para pensar en la libertad.
She says people here don't have time to think about liberty because they're often thinking about how to put food on the table. But Roque remains hopeful.
Want to see more? Head over to local10.com and visit our special section. An interactive map will connect you to Cuba's 15 provinces, full of extra footage, interviews, and slideshows, exclusively on local10.com.